Gemini, the pressure is on in 2019 for you to go deep. Go deep within your soul and transform yourself. Time to enter the fire. Gemini, 2019 is a year of deep transformation for you. Let me call your attention to the Death card in the second house with the North Node. So this means, you're going to have to go through some transformation, and you're going to have to go through some letting go, and you're going to have to come out the other side, whether you like it or not. Now, being a Gemini, you're quite flexible, so I'm not too worried about you in that respect. But just to let you know, change is imminent here, and this is around your values and how you value yourself. So what you have, what you can earn, this is a money house. So it's kind of like, is it worth your time? Are you worth it? And then opposite, you have the Hermit in the 8th house. So once again, this has to do with other people's money, things you get from other people, entanglements with other people. It also has to do with transformation. You've got the South Node and Pluto and Saturn here. So this has been a long-term transit, and it's getting more intense. And you have the Hermit card there. So that means that you have to trust your own wisdom, and you have to go deep. You have to go deep, 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 deep inside to foster this transformation and find out the wisdom. You've also got the Eight of Cups in the 12th house, once again signaling that this is your journey. This is your journey alone. There's really not anybody that can help you. Now, I do see the Two of Cups there in the 10th house, but notice that Neptune is right there. So, there could be some new relationships you're forming, new relationships on the horizon, new things happening at work, new things happening on the home front. But it's a little confused, so it's going to be tough to make the call. It's like you are a prize fighter and you've got your coach and he's on the cell phone and he keeps cutting out. So the last thing I want to point out, well, not the last thing, but I want to point out that the Strength card is in the center from Colette Baron-Reid's deck. So Colette's Strength card is similar to the Tarot Strength card, where it's going to take some strength for you to make it through. Now, the place you have where you can open up opportunity is in your relationships. And for some reason, you're feeling like that these relationships can't work. And I'm not really sure why. And like I said, I mentioned the Two of Cups, which is a great card. It's the love card, but it's got Neptune on top of it. So there's a lot of confusion around these relationships. Lastly, you have Uranus in your 11th house, soon to move into your 12th house in March. So that's been shaking up your friendships and people you hang around with and the people you want to be with. It seems like, once again, you kind of want to mind your own business and do your own thing, but I think Uranus has been making that not an option, and it will be moving into your 12th house. So expect some vivid dreams, expect some spiritual downloads, expect your spiritual life to shake up, and you may even have a few enemies come out of the corners that you didn't know were there. So, like I said, it's going to take a lot of inner strength to keep your inner part solid while everything else whirls around you. Let's have a look at the cards in a different arrangement here. With your air cards here, this is like your mental processes, which you're known for having a quick mind, Gemini. So basically, trial and error is called for here, as far as what you're thinking about things and what your perspective on things are. I mean, you have a good grasp of things, and it's like you're kind of vacillating between two points of view. So what you're going to need to do is to try it, test it, and see what works. You're not going to be able to really stick with one approach. As far as your get up and go and getting things done and working with other people, just work your plan, keep working hard and diligently, and don't get down about things. If it's not coming around the way you want it right away, don't let that discourage you. And if you need to seek out wise counsel and an expert on whatever particular problem you're working on, go ahead and find that person and get your counsel. As far as the earth and water, which is your relationships and your day-to-day life and your manifestation, I feel like that, this is where all the big transformation is going to take place to begin with. And I feel like there's somebody that you're in relationship with that is they're just being difficult. They're being very inflexible, and they're not being very compassionate or understanding toward you. And so that's kind of where the rub is, and that's where your choice is like, do I stick with this person or do I go it on my own? And like I said, the only way for you is to spend all that time alone and really do some soul searching and see what you come up with. Because I think there also is another partnership on the horizon. And so I think that's really what the crux of the year is going to be about for you. Is should I stay or should I go in this relationship? Whether it's a romantic relationship or a business relationship, a family relationship, whatever the case may be. But that's going to be the crux of the work of the year for you, Gemini. So good luck in 2019. If you'd like to order your own personalized reading using your own unique astrology chart plus a tarot card spread, click the link in the description. I'd love to see what your 2019 holds for you.